Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody, and thanks so much for joining us. It's amazing to think of our yoga community out there tuning in. There's about, maybe 60, 70 of us here on the beach, as you've probably seen.
Oh.
And we're all getting painted up. All women have the 13 clouds of the yuen and dots around their faces, as you can see. And I'm not sure if it's like a story. Maybe Kurt, what's happening with men's painting?
I have 7 lines to represent the 7 sisters. Another 4 to represent the 4 directions.
Thank you. That was Kurt, who's the only male member of our yarn circle and the only Torres Strait Islander. Got all kinds of beautiful people.
Yes. Yes.
And people representing all the yoga communities that exist in Australia. We're going to get going with the speeches pretty soon. We're going to a number of different
That's right.
and over first of all, is ready to welcome us to the country. So, you ready to welcome the country? Great. Any other men needing over? Step on up. Okay, we might just make Mary for a minute.
Oh.
We'll have moments. Yeah, so it's been torrential down here, absolutely torrential for the last 2 days.
Oh.
As I was saying to
Oh,
everybody,
gosh.
So we've been do-we all morning, but here we are. So I apologise for the lateness for those of you who've been waiting by us for this period of time. And while we're here, before we get started, before Jonathan Jim is free to be with us, I'd just like to thank everybody who's made the effort to come all the way, in some cases from Darwin, South Australia, Brisbane, where else? Melbourne, Sydney. Where else from? Canberra.
Her body's reorganizing itself.
And
Her nervous system, yeah.
Manana, all the way from Manana. Mollywood Wreck Bay. We've got the most beautiful crew from Wreck Bay here.
Yes.
So I don't know if the cameras can zoom in on Joe, who's just said hello to us all and he's been helping everybody do the smoking.
Yes.
Bringing in the paint.
Social worker, yeah.
Here who's going to welcome us to the country. And Justine, who's somewhere here. She's still painting everybody up. She's painting all the women up. And then we've got all of Justine's kids, Joy, and Scylla, and Kelly, and Aggie, who are here too. So we've got all the generations. Lucky us. So incredibly blessed to be on this country. What do we got here? 4 generations. Oh my Lord. Okay, 4 generations of people here from Wreck Bay, Yuen country. And I think we're just about getting ready for Jarapin Jimpa, who's born ready. Here he is to welcome us.
Yeah, what I said, there's no time limit. They can hear me, can't you? Makutang Najang, Marmarang, Tomikan Manimandiri, and Kuminangala. Jarapin Jimpa. Justine just said to me, my daughter, while I'm doing welcome, that the circle just needs to get outside. I suppose it's like a woman if she's carrying birth, having triplets or quads. There's not one, there's 4 or 3. Well, that's the way I look at it. That's better. Notice how the rain held off. The gupper, the washing law, it already came in and washed. See that big clay up there? Big language. Bloodlord dreaming, looking at the ocean for sunrise to the east. And when I spoke earlier, I just talked about I've got to keep turning, okay? So if you see me back, please excuse. When I did the welcome, I talked about my Granny Kuminangala. And Granny Kuminangala come from down this way a long time ago, back in the 1800s. And she was a part of the Ewan mob and one of the descendants from the Three Sisters of King Merriman's down there in Wallaga Lake. All our mob have different story on connection to country about how everything is appropriated here on the eastern seaboard. And now my daughter I talked earlier about all the way up there in Sydney and Gadigal, all the way down to bottom there, down there, Victoria border. But we don't have no borders, we don't have places, we just have occupation of custodial caretaker and custodialship that we don't own land, we belong to it. You can't own your mother owns you. Yamatan Yaramatang. Gilbino. Wadyak. Jack McLeod, my grandfather, and my Nanny Stevens. And Gilbino was my great-great-grandmother from the Snowy Alps. So I got fresh water and salt water mixed. Where I was talking to some of the men earlier, and I was talking about how the salt water comes down and it meets the salt water, and they call it Gupper Gully Bubble Water Dreaming. And it's about how everything's connected. And on the left, women do women's business. On the right, the men do men's business. And in the middle, the children play and they swim. And when you look at that and you understand it in the context of how it's all connected, it's about how everybody belongs. No one's left out of the equation. Everyone's story is right, no one's wrong. Because if you look at someone, you don't have the deception against that their story is wrong. It can't be wrong because it's what's been translated and passed down to them. See my two brothers there flying in the sky, they always come and torment me. But it's a good sign because Jarabin Jimba is crow medicine, and that's the name I was given by this old fella from the Top Endway, up Northern Territory. I'm Black Possum Dreaming also from the Australian Alps. Dunooch Night Owl. When you look at the word Dunooch, it's spelled D-O-O-N-O-O-C-H. And it's about the connection of how everything is. D stands for dreaming and dancing. The two first O's stand for the female. N stands for natural. The two second O's stand for the male. And the NCH stands for natural cultural healing. And when you bring them two I's down together and join them, it gives you the birth of a child. And then it explains about how everything is looked after on the custodialship where fresh water comes down, meets salt. All them crustaceans jump on the back of the animals, of the mammals in the oceans, the whales, dolphins, sharks, the manatees, and all the different animals that are connected in there. When they travel, they go and connect all worldwide. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes in a minute. I'm going to sing this little song. You might know it as a way because you heard it from up there. If you come from North Coast, South Coast, East Coast, West Coast, wherever. I might be out of tune, but I'll sing it to the best of my ability the way it goes. In 3, we will close our eyes. I want you to hold the mic for me, please, because I can't clap and mic it at the same time. It's good when your children understand you. Hold it close to my mouth. As you get older, your children become your youngest brothers and sisters. I want you all to close your eyes, please. That song represents the crustaceans that wash down from fresh water, mix in with salt water, connect up with the mammals that travel worldwide to keep them song lines going. And when they make that sound, they connect to the universe and they connect to the land as well and the ocean because it's all one place. When they've had enough of their life, they come back and they get washed up on the beach. They don't get washed up, they come back to walk home to be on their land. Because from the land they come, there they shall return. So even with people, when you're born, you come from the land and then you come back to it. And you're always connected. Next time you sit and you're looking at a beautiful place and you're just sitting there, look at that view, become the view and look back at yourself. And then you'll have a different understanding of what it's all about. You'll understand the beauty of how it's all connected within each one of us. I'm not going to talk too much because I won't stop. We're going to have a workshop later. There's no, with our mob, we don't put time limit on things, but everybody's got to be places and do things, and that's why we just lay back. Well, that's probably why we've been here since time immemorial, since the first sunrise. So I've got a famous story that goes right back, but I'll tell you that in that workshop. Makotang Najang. Makotang Najang.
Yila. Carry our song, carry our story. Kurukai to the dust of the stars. Yila, carry us, Najang. Through the mother, we ask her for protection and prayer and covenants. Marambarang Najang. Through the mother, Marambarang Nejong. Through the fire, Marambarang Warane. Marambarang Memberang.
So, what we're going to do now is we're going to do like a quick mindfulness session where sound travels. Sound travels through times. In the dreaming, here and now. Now we all hear the same sound that's been crashing on the shores for a millennia. That ocean, the sand, the sound of the water, Garu. I'm going to sing a little song, and whilst you're hearing that sound, all of the jagas munja pitnyale, munja pakaganya. So we take the kids out, we take the children out, we hunt, we gather by the ocean, we collect the crustaceans. Now that song that we sung earlier, that same song applied now. So I just want you to close your eyes, listen to the waves crashing on the beach. I want you to hear them gujagas, them children, being taught how to collect from the ocean. So, the abalone, the conchs, the periwinkle, the fish, learning how to make fish hooks from shell, learning how to make twine that we use from the bush, that we make from certain trees for fishing line. Yela maran yale, minama dunga. Yela maran yale, minama dunga. Ay. Woo! Yela maran yale, minama dunga. Yela maran yale, minama dunga. Whoa! Manyamanyaga, Ganyamanyaga, Nanamanyaga, Junker Jarvin, Yangla, Gujagas, Munjab, Lesbi Munjab, Gada, Korkorai, Burma, Danina. We pay respects to all the different elements, and today has been amazing this morning with the current climate, with the weather. This song that we sing, Banyama Nyerago, Banyama Ganyero, Nanama Nyerago, is an opportunity for everybody that's in the circle, whether you're standing inside the circle or you're out in the circle, because you're in the circle. Whether you think you're physically there or you're not there, you're there. Now, we sing that song, and what we do is we walk anti-clockwise. Reason we walk backwards or anti-clockwise is so that we're walking back in time. We're walking in one time. That one time is our dream time, is our dreaming. It was then and it is now. We're walking it in the modern day. We're living in two worlds. And we are here together today to share and celebrate the coming together. And as it is, it's like a heartbeat. If you know rhythm, I want you to stand to that rhythm that you know. with your heart. That heartbeat. So it's just a so that heartbeat. These hearts beat that fast, or that slow, I should say. No, it doesn't, does it? So that heartbeat. When your mind, you're alone, when your mind, when you're on, not a mind, you're alone. And when your mind, you're alone, when your mind, when you're on, not a mind, you're alone. And when your mind, you're alone, when your mind, when you're on, not a mind, you're alone. And when your mind, you're alone, when your mind, when you're on, not a mind, you're alone. And when your mind, you're alone, when your mind, when you're on, not a mind, you're alone. And when your mind, you're alone, when your mind, when you're on, not a mind, you're alone. When your mind, you're alone, when your mind, when you're on, not a mind, you're alone. And when your mind, you're alone, when your mind, when you're on, not a mind, you're alone. And when your mind, you're alone, when your mind, when you're on, not a mind, you're alone. Oh, look up at the sky, turning forward into the center of the circle, and then clap your hands in front, and then whoa, hey, woo, yeah, follow up, good job. So we'll try that one more time. Clap loud, step your feet loud. Whoa, look up, to the sky, pay respects, and then, hey, woo, real, follow up, good job. Now let's do that one more time all together simultaneously. So we're going to start from the start, because it's just learned something that's older than time itself here in this country. This comes from Dreamtime One Time, and we're sharing that with you to become a part of us, to become a part of you. We become one family. So, thank you. Whilst we're here for another, has anybody got coffee there? We need a coffee. Water. I'll just want it. So the mob that come from afar, today. Did you just want to share something, Jarvie, today? So, you know, for us to participate and share, come over, for us to participate and share the event today and the gathering of all different mobs. When I say mob, our Yaga family now, because you're part of our family in our tribe. So we really appreciate giving us the opportunity to participate. You want us to turn around? Over the other side of the rock. Are you sure? Very cool. So let's go to the other side of the rock. Justine. So as I was saying, we really appreciate giving us Jarvin Jimpa through his participation. That's the Mac Daddy, Mr. Paul Jarvin Jimpa, James McLeod, born in Berry Hospital in the beginning of time. Can you please come on down? Mac Betty, get your Mac Betty down here. Patricia, the flag. Betty, talk Betty, sister. So, once again, we'll wait for Trisha, Auntie Trisha. Thank you for grabbing the blankets. Much appreciated. Bring the circle in line with us, mob, here, because we are one mob. Look ahead. So, Sister Girlie is starving. Look at it.
Banyamuna Nya Gemstone, Jagan Panjalam. I'm very grateful. Thank you, Sister Justine, Brother Joe, and Jarvin Jimpa for welcoming to your country. I will walk very, very gently while I'm here. Thank you. I'm a very proud member of the Yoga Australia Yarn Circle. I'm also a Wayapa work practitioner and trainer, so I teach the first ever internationally accredited Aboriginal wellness modality that I'll be sharing here today as well. So thank you so much for welcoming me, and I'll pass on to next to me, Kurt.
I'm Yamagaro. I'm Kurt from Gadigal country up near Sydney, and I just feel very welcome to be here and very honoured and blessed. So thank you, Uncle. Thank you, brother and sister, for welcoming us. And, it's such a privilege to be here on this day to start to initiate what we've been planning for a very long time. So thank you for everyone else for turning up. And this is going to keep rolling out for as long as we can do it, and keep bringing in other people, other organisations, other corporations, and this needs to happen. It needed to start yesterday, but we're here now. So thank you.
Yardi Marang, everyone. My name's Eve, and I'm really excited to be here today. Thank you so much for welcoming us. So good to meet all of the Yarn Circle members. It's the first time we've actually met in person, so it's been so beautiful to get to know each other on a physical level. We have a little performance we're going to do, which we were going to introduce ourselves after the performance. But you know, time is non-linear. It just kind of like weaves in and out. like the figure of 8 up there on our little logo that was inspired by Jumpin' Jooper. Thank you. And so, yeah, we're really excited to just be here and to connect with everyone else, to heal the land, heal ourselves and heal each other. And healing is continuous. You know, we're constantly healing, and I feel like this is a huge part of, you know, the healing that's taking part in this land is this little gathering that we're doing today.
Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Hicks. I'm a proud Gamilaroi Yuin woman. I was really excited, number one, to have a Monday off work, and then number two, to meet these deadly women, and we've had an awesome time over the last couple of days. So thanks for coming everyone. And just then when we were dancing around the circle, I love my little dance, and that was amazing, and the vibrations that were coming from Mother Earth were really positive and fun. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Rossbog, proud Darug woman. Sorry, Rossbog, proud Darug woman from Sydney. Pretty big country, Darug country. Very proud to be a Darug woman living on country. Also very happy and proud to be here and receive this beautiful welcome from the Yuin people and from Uncle Paul and others. So thank you for that. And also I'm a member of IYTA, International Yoga Teachers Association, and have been for 21 years. Great organisation, as there are many other great organisations of the yoga organisations that are participating in today's event. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Sheila. Sheila Rose. I'm a proud Warwick woman, and I was born on Ngunnawal country, and I live in Larrakia country at the moment, have for 14 years, and I just wanted to vehicles, and I'm very honoured to be here in your country. This is also my grandchildren's country as well, so, and they haven't seen it yet, so I feel privileged. Thank
you. Hello, my name is Trish. I'm from Tankanol tribe in South Australia, and it's an absolute honour to be here as part of the Yarn Circle and part of my brothers and sisters, uncles, aunt, that have created this dance for us today. I want to stand proud as an Aboriginal woman and continue this to serve out throughout Australia as we stand tall and proud together.
Thanks, Trish. Hi everyone, thank you. Thank you so much for that incredible welcome. I feel really good to be here. What is it? Oh, okay, hold on. Is that better? Okay. Thank you so much. So thank you for the welcome. I'm really grateful to be here. I'm really proud of my ancestry, Palawa by descent. I'm also proud to have been born on Bunjalung country up in Mullumbimby. What an honour it is that we could all be here together. It's an incredible effort. We've all come from different parts, different stories, but we're coming here to create something as a community, common unity, shared vision, shared values, and what we do here today will ripple out through the community. So thank you so much for being here. It's an honour.
Barang Mutu, Galbang, Dangari, Yuin, Kumbangi Amuna, Gemma. Hello, my name is Gemma, and I am a descendant of the Dangari, Yuin, and Gumbaynggirr nations. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone else that is here today. Over the last 2 years, this group of people
and Kate and Yoga Australia have been working tirelessly to come to the beginning, and this is only the beginning. It's taken us 2 years to get to the start line, and we now have the rest of our lives, the rest of your lives, and our children's lives, and our children's lives, and so on. The work never ends, and thank you for being here at the start, for supporting us at the inception of this opportunity, and for continuing to give us the strength and guidance to take this forward forever.
Steadily, Gemma. I was going to say we're going to Munjip, and I want to just quickly say too, Ninjawan Medinal, we're all one. We are the oldest living, surviving, continuing people on the planet. We have survived. We are here. But Ninjawan Medinal means we are all one. We can all go forward together as a one people. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. That's it.
I just want to have one quick say. This young lady mentioned saying she's Palawa from down in Tassie. We were down there and we did a couple of workshops down there with the mob there. And when we went to the school, the Quakers school it was, Friends they call it, high school there in the private school, all the kids, they're real fair, like my great-granddaughter here, and blue eyes. But as soon as they talk, you knew exactly that they were mob. Even a lot of people here, as far as I'm concerned, my story, Kate, have I got 5 minutes? Where's Kate? Have I got 2 seconds? What I wanted to say was, there's a story, are we having a workshop in a minute or not? I got them back, see? I knew I'd get them back.
Oh my God. You're probably all feeling a bit like I'm feeling, which is emotional and feeling the elders, all of our elders, the elders from around this area and the elders from Olar, where we've parked from, standing with us as we bring about this huge shift in how it's been in this country, inside our hearts, inside our souls. And I love the fact that it's only just beginning. So thank you for being on this journey with us, to all of those who are here in this circle, and as Joe quite rightly said, all those who aren't standing physically with us but are with us in this circle. I'm going to pass this over now because our yarn circle is doing a dance to welcome in this day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, so that little piece we just put together last night when we all came together for the first time, and it was kind of a collective choreography. So with your little leaf, what I want you to do is just bend it, crack it, let the essence come out of it. And just take a moment, close down your eyes, and let us collectively dream what we want to see into the future, or even just into this present moment, right now, right here. Take a deep breath in, exhale completely, and just really connect down to the land that's beneath you, and let's send this loving energy down through our feet, through those meridian gates in your feet, down into the earth, down towards the heart of the mother. And let your energy go down, your heart, Nugubu, your love, go down into her. And then it's reciprocal, so allowing that heat, that warmth, that nurturing, our collective mother that will constantly keep reminding us that we are all connected, we are all here, breastfed by the trees. Jangmandupa, thank you for those words. And those trees have this beautiful system underneath the earth, the fungi that communicates with each other, that symbiotic relationship that we can all draw upon just with every breath that we take. Take another deep inhale, filling your lungs with that life force energy. Exhale, release anything that no longer serves. And open up your eyes. And everyone looks so much more deadly when you have your eyes shut for a little bit. Everything looks a lot brighter. All right, so I'm going to hand it over for some speeches that are happening now. I think I'm going to so Jem's going to talk a little bit about what the dance that we performed means.
Hello again. So, as Eve said, we pulled that piece together collectively as a yarn circle yesterday when, for the first time in 2 years, we were physically together. And over the last 2 years, it's been a long learning journey, both for the yarn circle, for Nanwale, for the Reconciliation Working Group, and for Yoga Australia, I'm sure. And the symbolism of us coming out and slowly revealing ourselves, being shy and coming back, giving a little bit and taking back, is about that slow revealing of our knowledge, of what we're willing to share. Coming together in a circle around a fire is igniting the truth to Yoga Australia. through the Reciprocity Action Plan and bringing that fire up and up and up and out. Standing in unison in tree pose, in a circle, around the fire, is a symbolism of strength that we have as a yarn circle and together. And so we transformed from our tree pose out into a yoga pose or an animal pose that spoke to us, and then led that out into the sharing of the leaves to you, the yoga community, to the wider Australia. And so the symbolism of that is from a shy, humble beginning to one of strength and union and sharing. Thank you.
Well, I don't know about all of you, but I'm feeling the shift and the eloquence of that dance and that beauty. And just having all of you in the yarn circle here, my heart feels, whoa. So I hope everybody else's heart is as full as mine. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you so much, Justine, Jarrett and Jim, who brought that word, Malek, to bear. It means spirit bird. And as a bird flies up, is us all up and takes us from form to no form, back again to form, no form. And as yogis, we all know that in common culture here. So let's hold that vision and let's make the form while we're here as close to right, pure, and strong as we possibly can as yogis. I'm going to hand this over now, this microphone, with a huge thank you. All the mob here. Thank you, thank you. Amazing. I'm going to hand it to Yoga Australia. We're very much operating in some other time zone now. I have no idea what time it is, but we're going to all gather up here because the speeches are happening next to these flags. And we're going to welcome to the stage Kim, the President of Yoga Australia, who's heralded what we're doing here out to the whole yoga community around Australia. And after Kim, we're going to invite representatives from another 4 yoga organisations to come up after her for a couple of minutes. No need to talk to them. I have a lot of people to thank, so I've got some notes here so I don't forget. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you to the elders, past and present, of the Yolngu community and nation. Thank you. Thank you for welcoming us all here today and making this day, I don't think it could be any more wonderful than what it is in this moment. So it's a privilege to stand here and with all of you to celebrate the launch of Yoga Australia and the Reconciliation Action Plan for the yoga community across Australia on International Day of Yoga, which is today. Yes. This day is a day to put a line in the sand and to move forward with respect, oneness, and listening whilst learning and walking together. The amount of passion and time spent by many volunteers for us to be here today is the greatest display of yoga, karma yoga, service. Yoga lets us discover and connect with a sense of oneness with the self, our communities and nature. And what we have the privilege to witness today is sacred, full of love and welcoming all of us into the union of the respect for all of life, land, waters, sea, sky. Yoga is a discipline and it evolves and it's affirmed principles that we have much to learn from the oldest surviving and thriving culture in the world. Thank you for taking our hands and showing us with full generosity the way forward. We are open
and we want to be led to a path of union, equality, and healing and respect. For us, this is living yoga. On behalf of all our members at Yoga Australia and the national yoga community, we are humbled to launch the Yoga Australia RAP as a living, breathing, open path to all travel together. Yeah. And our commitment as a yoga community is to keep listening, learning, growing through education and living the values that are recommended to us in the RAP into our hearts and bringing it alive through creation. I have some people I'd like to formally thank now, and I don't want to skim over this because it's extremely important that we recognise. I want to start with Kate Peterson. Where are you, Kate? Please come up. Kate, you are such an enormous contributor to yoga nationally, and you have been for a long, long time. And I know that hasn't always been recognised, and today I want to correct that. So thank you. I'd also like to thank Claire. Claire is one of our board members and had recently stepped away. She's pregnant and she needs to take time out to look after her baby. Claire has spent an enormous amount working with Kate and the Yarn Circle, a wonderful human being, and I think she's watching today. So Claire, from my heart to yours, namaste and thank you. Thank you. To the beautiful Eve White, the leader of the Yarn Circle and Nawali director, thank you, Eve. Thank you for taking our hands and showing us the way when we needed to. And please continue. To Jen Stone, passionate advocate, advisor. Thank you, Jen. To Eleanor Bancroft and Gemma Lloyd. Gemma, you're the dance and the description of the dance and how you put it together. Thank you. And thank you for all that you're doing with us. To Scarlett Barnett, if you haven't seen the artwork by Scarlett, it's incredible. Please, please look at it. Thank you, Scarlett. And a general shout out to all the Yarn Circle. It's so wonderful you're here and you all meet each other after 2 years. We haven't always got it right at Yoga Australia, we know that. But when we haven't, you're so generous for showing us the way. Thank you. We're learning and we want to learn. To the Nanwali organisation for the launch and for the initiative and all being here today, thank you to all of you. Now, so this started in 2015 and you know things take time, but it really came into focus in 2018 and since then the ball's been rolling and Kate has been there from 2015 all the way through to now. So when I came into the role as president, it was like, we really need to make this move. And I was very passionate about that because I haven't always got it right as a yoga teacher and in acknowledging and respecting. And I want to learn. So I said, let's do something, let's learn and let's walk this together. So thank you. So there's a lot of forums that we've got on the way now that we've been supporting through what we've been doing, which is acknowledgement of country, why we're undertaking the RAP, and also a well-being modality, and also an anti-racism cultural appropriateness that we've been putting together. So look at those online with us. So Yoga Australia's taken on the facilitation for the entire yoga community, and I want to thank the other yoga communities that are here today who have been passionate and been supporting this with us. We're all in this together. There's no division. There's no us, there's no them. It's us. It's yoga. Wide. Irrelevant what organisation. So we've got a lot of exciting projects under the way. Eve and Jem have a culture competency modules, which the vision is to put into yoga teacher training nationally through Yoga Australia. Also, mapping all the postcodes to Torres Strait national languages and people, putting that across into all of our yoga. And we're also championing scholarships for yoga classes, for yoga teacher training. And it's all on the website. So please look at that. So I want to finish with our commitment. The rights of Indigenous people are set out in the United Nations Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. Yoga Australia recognises the ongoing connection to lands, waters, culture of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders across Australia. We recognise the negative impacts of colonisation on their health, well-being and traditional languages. We recognise that language and culture are intrinsically linked and crucial to holistic health and well-being. Yoga Australia is committed and to the process of reconciliation and addressing the injustice and inequalities faced by Australian and Torres Strait Islander peoples. We want to have this document to be alive. We want it to keep growing. We want to keep moving with it. It's not tokenistic. And if you ever think that is with us, let us know, because that is not our intention and not what we want to do. We want to move forward together. With the rain coming, that might be it from me. But thank you everyone for demonstrating your passion and commitment by being here today. And to those of you who've made the journey today to join us on Country and you're watching online all across Australia, thank you and namaste from all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. That was really amazing. It felt like my heart opened even further. Is it possible? It's going to start to rain, so I'm going to ask very quickly if the other yoga organisation representatives could all come up here. Corinne Shelf, she's running from AAYT. We've got Alana Smith from IYTA. We've got Angela Baker coming from Drew. And where is Devpreet? Calling Devpreet. She comes from Hayats. So I'm going to hand straight to Alana to say a few words.
Gotcha. Hello, I'm Alana. I'm representing the IYTA today, and it's such a privilege and an honour. Thank you so much for the welcome. Oh, it's special. I just really quickly wanted to talk about what I've had to think through to be here today. I feel like before this, I really had not much connection to culture, but all along for a year or so, I've had this beautiful Coolamon sitting in my house that was gifted to me by my yoga teacher, Gyan, who's over there, from Uncle Noel, who's a Yuan man, Uncle Noel Butler, who many of you probably know. And we did a yoga ceremony, a Havan ceremony in my house about a year ago, and Patricia was there, and she wasn't involved in this yet, were you? No. And we did this beautiful flower ceremony, and she said, "Oh, have you got something to put the flowers in?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I've got this nice Aboriginal thing on my shelf. I'll bring it out, you know." And the flowers sat there and have been drying for a year. And to be honest, at the time, I didn't even know this was called a Coolamon. I didn't know that it was a woman's bowl. I didn't know anything about it. And I felt once I had to come up and speak and be a part of this, man, I really need to get educated, you know? I need to know about the living culture, even though I've been really interested in the history. I need to be connected. And so I did the cultural awareness training with Jam and Eve. It was amazing. Thank you. And a whole bunch of reading, a whole bunch of going to exhibitions and things. And now I realised, wow, I've really been thinking about it as something separate, as something that the Indigenous community do, their culture. But now, thanks to what's happening here today, it feels like we and us and the flowers that have been drying in my house, I realise now have been from country and are sitting in this amazing, beautiful Coolamon. So To me now, this symbol is of yoga coming together with the Indigenous culture. And I know that we can all create something so beautiful and special together because we're very aligned philosophically, I think. So thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
I just want to say how absolutely overwhelmed I am to be here. It's, you know, just a magical moment. I never dreamt I would be here on the shortest day of the year, on the winter solstice, and celebrating with such special people, such wonderful, wonderful people from the people of the Yuin country, acknowledging you as the custodians of the land. And just this morning, the pearls of wisdom that we all take with us are so valuable. And congratulations also to Kim and to Kate, who through Yoga Australia have done such a wonderful job of bringing this together. I did want to say what an extraordinary choice of country. It is just, an extraordinary choice of country. It's just the most beautiful place in nature to bring us to, and to bring us together from diverse traditions, backgrounds and cultures. Here in reconciling the true sense of spirit, that recognition of you in me and me in you, equally revered in each other. This is the true meaning of yoga. Together we become whole. One spirit, one land, one breath, in a journey towards acknowledging, recognising and healing. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Angela. I'm a proud Dhru yoga woman. I come from the great tradition of Dhruva Maharaj, who found his enlightenment through tree posture. Thank you to the rains for coming and blessing us. This is an amazing day. Let's not be afraid of it. Let's welcome it in. I've been here for the last 3 days and I have seen every weather pattern on this beach. When I arrived, again, you couldn't see the lands. The water was there. The waves were 3 times as high and the wind was blowing like you would not believe. I called on my guardians through my Dhru lineage, and I called on the guardians that are here today. I tried to connect with them the way that I knew how and asked them to be with us in whatever form that they could be. And yesterday, just before you amazing people came down onto the beach, the sun broke through, the rainbows appeared, the dolphins came swimming by, the eagles were in the sky. I cannot tell you the number of guardians that arrived in that moment. And it was affirmation of just how great a moment this is. As an Australian yogi, thank you so much. I hold here the World Peace Flame, but actually in my heart, my whole life, there has been a flame burning, yearning for a time like this. For a time where two great ancient cultures can come together and unite. For a time where we can stand so proudly together and look forward to the future. That's what this flame represents, creating the future that we want to see. I am so proud to be here with you today. And I thank you on behalf of all yogis across Australia, all the yogis on Zoom, everybody who is here has that flame in their heart. This is an incredible moment of awakening. This is an incredible moment of enlightenment, if we want it to be. And for me, the success of today really, truly will lie in the actions that we take moving forward. I'm about to start a yoga teacher training program and I am getting in touch with you guys, believe me. Thank you from the depths of my heart to all of you so much for welcoming me in more ways than I can imagine. Thank you.
Okay, gotta make it quick. I'm Devpreet from Kaitan's Kundalini Yoga, Australia, New Zealand. And my goodness, so blessed to be here, and I have been so welcomed by you all. It's blown me away. And I wanted just to finish with not my words, because Adi Amrita, Kayleen, who you know from South Australia, Aboriginal Kundalini Yoga teacher ever in the entire world, couldn't make it, and I know that she would love me to share this. In our lineage, there is something called Sunya. It's the art of deeply listening. And the Aboriginal people have the same thing called Badiri. And so these words are from Miriam Rose Ungamir. To know me is to breathe with me. To breathe with me is to listen deeply. To listen deeply is to connect. And when we connect like this, anything is possible. We belong, our hearts open, and we can heal. Satnam, thank you.
Wow, and thank you for bringing Miriam into the circle. Thank you, everybody. It's starting to really come in that weather, and it looks like it's here for a little while. It's